Embajada del Ecuador aquí en Corea. Eh, Ustedes dirán, ¿no? Esta es una organización que prácticamente está en Corea ya casi más de 40 años.
What is your job position and how long have you been working here?
Oh, definitely. First, thank you for coming to the Embassy of Ecuador.
Thank you for having us.
We're very happy to have you here. My name is Isis Quiñones, and I work here as a education specialist. So mainly my main job is to find education opportunities for Ecuadorian students in Korea, scholarships, short-term training courses. And I have been working here for 2 years so far, more than 2 years.
Wow, that's a long time.
I'm from the Dominican Republic, even though I work for the Embassy of Ecuador. I am working here as an international contractor in the education area.
That is amazing. So, how do you like your job? Do you like your job?
I really like my job. Actually, one of the things where I decided to, I studied my master here in Korea probably like 5 years ago. So I was working in the States for an university, Rochester Institute of Technology. And the reason that makes me decide to come back to Korea was actually this job. So because it was mainly in my field, I work with higher education, and I really love my job because I have a lot of autonomy in the projects. I need to propose the projects. Mainly, everything is under my shoulders, so I need to plan the goals for the year, and basically it's like a consulting job. Like I guide Ecuador on how to obtain international cooperation funding for education.
That sounds.
I also like the part that I need to be in contact with the students, so I am constantly talking with them, working together, assisting them to come to Korea. So that's something I enjoy. For example, when I visit AJOU University or any other university, I can feel the energy from my students.
Okay.
I remember the last time I went to the AJOU International
Day.
Festival Day. It was amazing to see how they enjoy, how they share Ecuadorian culture. It's a unique experience, I would say.
So, talking about the environment here, how would you overall? How would you rate or how would you evaluate the environment, the work environment?
Yeah, I believe the environment here is excellent. To be honest, it's very open. So we have access to everybody. I will say it doesn't matter the position. For example, Mr. Ambassador office is always open. Anytime you can just enter, discuss with him, talk about future projects. We believe that we get along very well. So it's something I would say unique for an embassy environment, because most of the time in the embassy environment and the diplomats, it's not like that. So most of the time there are some, it's not very good relationship, but for us, I don't know what is the magic, but we do get along very well.
So, how do you get motivated here at work? What's your motivation?
Yeah, mainly my motivation is that this is my passion, I would say. So I'm doing really what I like, how I see my future. So like what I'm doing right now, I know it's gonna take me towards my next step in my career. So it's like the perfect path for me. Also, the opportunity to be working for a different country, so I can learn a lot about Ecuador, not only about the education area, but many different things. Having the opportunity to work in Korea also gives me certain motivation, because for me it's like an international work opportunity. And having also the chance to interact with the students, I would say.
Okay, so you said that the relationship you have with the leaders in the organization is really free and open. So, do you think they allow you to express your ideas, to express yourself the way you want to?
Definitely, the good and the bad things as well.
Okay.
So yeah, everything is open. I don't feel shame when I need to say something that is not working. So I also feel free to propose new things. For example, I was just talking this morning about how the system for employees is working, how this hasn't changed in a long time. For example, since long time ago, was discovered that a human being was supposed to work 8 hours in order to be productive. But do that really works in this area where we are connected via internet, computers? So we were also discussing about those ideas and finding solutions like how we can, probably work Fridays until lunchtime and then go home so people can be more motivated and, you know.
That's a way for promoting efficiency.
Exactly. So we feel open to do those type of
There must be some
propositions.
level of conflict. Even
Of course.
even if it's as good as yours, as everybody's smiling,
Of course.
it might be as a result of a different perspective in terms of projects, or I don't like your face and stuff like that. I'm just sorry to use the word, but so how do you guys handle it? Do you in person?
Okay. I would personally say we like to have our job description clearly. Like sometimes, I work in the education area, but sometimes I need to do some cultural activities or something related to commerce. So those are the things like sometimes get mixed. But you open clearly with the person in charge. Hey, I really don't have time to take care of this. This is your activity, so please give me some support or take the responsibility. But I think talking openly and honestly with our colleagues is maybe the way we handle it, or I do handle it. But yeah, it's not easy to handle conflicts, to be honest. We do have some conflicts, but I don't think those are major issues to get our job done, actually.
So, in a nutshell, I just want to ask a personal question. How will you describe the leadership style of Mr. Ambassador here?
Yes.
How will you describe it?
I would say it's a very unique leadership style. It's very open and a lot of teamwork. Yeah, so for example, when we work with Mr. Ambassador, it's a lot of connection with him so you can work together. It's not like, okay, this is your project, you need to do it alone. No, it's like, here, I am here to support you. Use me as you need to get your results. So for example, in my case, I need to find some international funding for my scholarship. So that's not easy for me. I'm just a specialist in education, go to an international organization to ask for funding. But if I told with Mr. Ambassador, hey, here we have some opportunities, do you mind going with me to this meeting and sharing some of the work that we have been doing? And he will say, definitely yes, check my agenda, let's go. So then we go to the meeting, and it's the ambassador, so it has more relevance. And yeah, but I would say it's a lot of teamwork, planification as well. So we get together, team meetings to plan the goals for the year, monthly meetings. But I would say the leadership is very unique. We do have different ways of communications. Like I don't need to wait for him to respond an email. If I need an answer right away, I just send him a message via WhatsApp, for example, or I just call him. But that doesn't work like that in all the environments. So the hierarchy here is very horizontal, I would say. And another thing that I admire about him is the issue of open discussion, not only about your jobs or activities, but also about your personal life. For example, I'm having some problems or issue in my personal life. I will feel comfortable of asking him, hey, how do you think I should act? You have more experience. Can you guide me? So I do share personally a lot of my goals with him, and I receive good advices.
Okay, I'm glad. If there's one thing you will need to change in this wonderful system to make it better, what would that be?
I would say it will be time management. We have a lot of difficulties handling our time. So I will say more flexibility in terms of managing our time. And also, we do have a lot of projects going on at the same time. So maybe setting up priorities on what we should focus that will give us more results. And then the projects that do not have many results at the end of the year, why do we spend time on that? So I would say that time management and learning to set real priorities. And yeah, I believe, yeah.
Wow, thank you very much.
No, thank you.
Thank you.
So grateful for your honest and wonderful sharing of your experience with us. Thank you.
We heard a lot of amazing things about the embassy from the HR management and from ISIS herself. And we have seen that you are working also with Koreans and not only Ecuadorians. ISIS is not from Ecuador. And we would like to know what is your relationship with your employees?
It's a very good question. My style, for me, the embassy is like a company. And first, confidence is my priority in all the team. What it means that I am not an inspector to follow each of them, checking if they are accomplishing with timelines or whatever. I'm not that kind of a manager. Being as I looking, if my view is a company, I will be the general manager. I must be the general manager. And from my point of view, I met with them and I gave each of them responsibilities. And periodically we meet and then we check the goals. For me, it's not important how many letters they send, how many visits they did. For me, the important issue is achieve the goal. Why? Because in the diplomat field, normally the average that you can find is the people believe that they just need to send a letter. Then they think that they already done with their commitments or with their duties, their jobs. And for me, it's the opposite. Sometimes I have diplomats here, and I ask them, okay, what about the goal? What about this MOU and logistics things? I sent a letter. And they know that it's not the right answer for me. It doesn't matter if you send a letter. What happened? They did it. No, because they didn't answer. Then you have to call, you have to go, you have to push. You must do that. Not just, I send a letter. That's the traditional diplomat. Send a letter and then I do I accomplish with my duties. For me, it's totally different. That's why I'm not checking every day if they are 8:30 a.m. until 5 p.m. No, I just talk with them, and they know that my confidence is in base of their capacity, their professionalism, and that is why I trust them, and we are trying to act as a family. At the same time that I deposit my trust, my confidence on them, at the same time they know, all of them knows that they can come to my office with any appointment, with any, they just come in and talk with me about any issue.